Hey everybody, Kyle from KyleTech here, live from the naturally lit sewing room. Uh, Nice day outside with the sun pouring. And let's talk about Bluetooth trackers. Maybe it's not the most exciting topic, but it is a very important product segment to talk about because it helps you find stuff that you've misplaced or lost. We'll talk briefly about what they are, any of the advances. We'll talk about some of the major players in the Bluetooth tracking market, and then maybe some recommendations. So let's jump into it. Bluetooth tracker is exactly what it sounds like. It is a Bluetooth device which you can track. They're generally like tags or cards that you put with, your wallet, your purse, your luggage, and it'll tell you where it is. These originally started with the Tile. Very simple. It was a square keyring thing like this. It would tell you the location of the tracker on the map, and when you got closer to it and connected via Bluetooth, you can play in a chime, and it will help get you to where your device is. Now this is very useful with some limitations, of course. The limitation being that GPS can only take you so far. GPS will do its best job to approximate the location. So it'll tell you the address, and it'll do its best job of showing you relatively where it is within that building. So if you're on the west wall closest to the street, the pin on the map will try to be in the west wall closest to the street. Obviously, building materials and surrounding buildings may or may not cause the signal to bounce around. So, unfortunately, just be aware of that. So, useful new product. This didn't really change a whole lot. It was very stagnant until there were rumors that Apple was going to release its own tracker, especially after Apple introduced ultra wideband into their phones. Tile even sued Apple, claiming it was uncompetitive, that they didn't have access to ultra wideband. Samsung developed their own line of trackers, including one with ultra wideband, so they could say they were first to market. And then, spoiler alert, Apple released the AirTag with ultra wideband. But what is ultra wideband? Well, I'm not 100% sure if this is part of the Bluetooth spec, but it is another connection technology which allows for more accurate connection and tracking for the Bluetooth tracker purposes. Besides the AirTag implementation, you ever bought a new pair of AirPods and it's easy to pair with your phone? Well, ultra wideband and the corresponding U1 chip in the AirPods makes that possible. For trackers, for both the AirTag and the SmartTag Plus, you go into the tracking app, you can hit navigate, find nearby, and it will take you directly from your location to the tracker. Obviously, there's like a thing max of like a 50-foot range, but GPS gets you close. Ultra wideband takes you the rest of the way. I'll just show you very quickly. I'm using Apple's Find My app. So again, you'd open Find My on your iPhone. You tap the items tab on the bottom bar. You'll see your list of your tags. You pick your tag. You'll hit Find Nearby. And this is what you're presented with. So I'm very close. So you see this AirTag. This means I'm close. But, I'm moving it away. It knows it's far away. Closer, AirTag. If it was a little bit further away, that would be an arrow, which would, again, navigate me directly to this tag. Also, to be of note, this will take you up and down different floors. It can literally take you directly to the tag. Maybe you're at a department store looking at men's t-shirts, and dropped your keys there. You don't remember, you go back in the store, you can get directly to your AirTag or your Galaxy SmartTag Plus. Samsung uses the camera when you get close. Again, within that range, you hit the search with camera, show arrows on the screen, walk you right to your tag. Also, both interfaces gives you the chime button along that same thing, so you can play a chime and help get you there too. Super useful. So first we had GPS and Bluetooth. Now we have GPS, Bluetooth, and ultra wideband. Again, useful. Now we're at super useful. Get you generally to your location, get you directly to your stuff, which is kind of cool. Let's talk quickly about some of the products that are available. So obviously I mentioned Tile, not pictured here. They're the first. And now they have a different swath of products going up to the Tile Pro, which is their highest level tracker. It's water resistant. It has a 400-foot tracking range, I guess, for when you're closer. Uses the Tile app. Not 100% sure like what iterations they've had. Maybe I'll get one just to test it out and check it out for you guys. Just to see like again how it gets you back to your lost items. But Tile kicked it off, so we thank Tile for opening this product segment really. Also to be aware, Tile has a subscription service called Tile Protect, which adds additional alerts and might even like give you a little bit of like insurance. You have to read the terms on their website if your product is lost. So that is kind of cool. Next, also not pictured, is Chipolo. Apple touted this relatively newer company as being one of the first companies that is not Apple third party to work with Apple's Find My. So Chipolo has two different product lines. They have tags like this, and they have cards. One works with Chipolo's app. One works with Apple's Find My. Unfortunately, no ultra wideband on board, but still, it's kind of cool. And they have different colors, so you can kind of match and accessorize, which is also cool. Small quirk with the Chipolo is that the battery is not replaceable. I will say that most Bluetooth trackers use this CR2032 replaceable watch battery. Chipolo has opted not to do that. They say their battery is rated for 2 years, and they will notify you close when your battery dies. So like 2 years, so 1 year, 11 months, send you an email saying, hey, your tracker's battery is about to die. Click here to replace. They'll walk you through an order workflow where you can send in your old tag, get a new one for a heavily discounted price, and they'll recycle it, which is nice of them, trying to reduce as much waste as they can. I am not 100% sure what you receive first. If you have to send in your tag first, or if you can place a hold on your card and receive the new one and send the old one in. Just be aware that there's that possibility if you're traveling anywhere and you need a tracker. But another cool product. Third, we have Pebblebee. That's another new-ish, seems like it's a newish company. I read it on one of the tech websites I frequent. What drew me to this one, interestingly enough, is that the battery is rechargeable, reduces e-waste. Pretty cool. They have an app also. I'm going to guess it's substantially similar to Chipolo's app, which is similar to Tile's app, with some small quirks here and there. This also does work with the Apple Find My app, but you can only do one event at a time. And if you want to switch, you have to remove and reset the device. And they'll tell you how to do that. So, pretty cool. Rechargeable battery. It's kind of awesome. Now I mentioned the Samsung Smart Tag Plus. There's also a non-plus version, but the Smart Tag Plus has the ultra wideband, which is the one you want. Works with Samsung's Smart Things and within the Find widget. Again, pretty cool. Ultra wideband navigates you directly to the tag, play a sound, other sorts of like left behind I'll mention all these generally have some kind of left behind notification, which is nice. So if you leave a certain range, your phone will say, hey, you are not anywhere near this. Did you leave it behind? And obviously, if you didn't, you can ignore it, but that just gives you that mental reminder. So this is easy to set up, especially for Samsung with the Smart Things app. When we talk about AirTags, we'll mention that quickly too. Anything else to say about the Smart Tag? Not really, but again, Samsung Smart Things, ultra wideband. If you get the Smart Tag Plus, makes noises, cool stuff. Also replaceable battery, CR2032 battery. Be aware of that. Last but not least, and there may be others, we are going to talk about the Apple AirTag. Works with Apple's Find My. And also, very quickly, if you have an Android phone, there's an app called Tracker Finder, less useful, but it scans for all AirTags that are nearby. And if that tag is around you for 10 minutes after you scan, you can play a sound. Note for possibly awkward interactions: if there's someone who's following you around the mall, or you're both looking at the same pair of shoes for 10 minutes, you could accidentally, it just says unknown tag, so you could accidentally ring their tag and they'll look at you. Hopefully you have a witty response for why you're using an AirTag with an Android phone. But if that's what you want to do, you do you. Back to AirTags and Apple phones again. We showed you the find nearby interface. There are left behind notifications. So again, you can turn them on for your tag. You walk far enough away from your notification or from your tag, it'll give you a notification. Like I go to work, it says, "Oh, hey, this tag is left behind." Well, I know where because it also tells me where it is. So you can navigate directly to this tag. Makes noise. You can report the lost tag, which is also kind of cool. So super useful device, and you can find them pretty easily. Also, something that you can do with the AirTags, and I'm not 1,000,000% sure I'll have to try these other ones, but the AirTag is also an NFC tag. So what does that mean? Within Apple's Shortcuts and Automations app, you can set up automations for when you scan the NFC tag. Practical example, my parents are on vacation in Scotland and they got a bunch of AirTags. So I helped them set up their AirTags so when they scan it, it automatically sends my wife and I a text message with that says I'm okay and their exact location. You can also go through Apple's automation setup workflow to do a bunch of other stuff when you scan a tag, like it gets you the weather. You might be able to control HomeKit accessories, text a bunch of people. So you can do that with this. This is also an NFC tag, which is pretty cool. Super useful device. Wrapping up with some recommendations, I would say it depends on what device. Honestly, it depends on what phone you have. If you have an iPhone, the AirTag is probably the most useful, because again, you can navigate to it. You can do the automations like text people, get the weather. Yeah. If you have a Samsung phone, SmartTag Plus, again, ultra wideband makes it super useful. That's not to say stuff like the Tile or Pebblebee or Chipolo aren't useful. They are, and you should definitely consider those options for whatever reason you may be interested in them. They may or may not help you get closer to your device because of no built-in ultra wideband. So I do think those make it the most useful. Last thing I'll say is pricing. Just expect to spend about $30 to $35. I believe the Tile Pro is the most expensive, weighing in at $35. Also, if you buy the AirTag, it is that small little button there. I dropped mine because I was fidgeting. But accessories for AirTag, if you want to get accessories like the card it's in, $20 from Nomad. Every case manufacturer and Apple itself has like a loop for luggage. Again, expect to spend another average $25 on those. So that's it for this video. Thank you very, very much for watching. Please like, subscribe, comment, let us know how you're doing. Hope this helped so you can keep your stuff secure and not lost. And we'll see you in the next one. Peace.